Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, I'm definitely going to be working towards production science and trying to make this go away. There we go. Alright. I think we're going to start by putting mines everywhere. Miners, and more miners. So I'm going to need lots of mines and some power poles. All the power poles, all the mines. And I'm going to want a lot of yellow belt and a lot of red belts. Maybe some of these, extra some of those, and some of those. Okay. I think that's a good start. We'll just start with this one right here. We'll go west. Actually, yeah, west. Okay. Then we will open it with... Interesting. Where is it? There it is. There it is. Found it. That looks good to me. Ah, yes. Do I have more efficiency modules anywhere? You? I want to get rid of this tiny one. I'm not gonna put efficiency modules in there. Now this is gonna be a big one. One of the things actually that I just remembered that I could do is, since I upgraded to 4 of these, I can now fit an extra 50 robots. There we go. Alright, let's, we're gonna efficiency module this up. A quick look at the power grid map. Alright, so these are the farthest north. One over there. And a big one down there. I'm gonna blueprint this one and just lay down as much of it as I can. But I won't be actively mining this one right now. Oh, let's undo that. And I want this one to be south. Totally didn't think of that, but I think it's okay that those two are west. Now we're going to calculate what the maximum mining output of this is. 18. So I'm going to convert all of these to 1 yellow belt. That's going to be the way this works. So we're going to get rid of all this. Keep it really simple. What does a 4-to-1 balancer look like? Yeah, okay, it's pretty much how I thought it would be. How much does this mine? 14. I'm going to also make this one yellow belt. Oh, since I'm over here, we also need a radar. And a, whatchamacallit. Wow, I'm out of power. That's crazy. Let me take the point meteorite point defense systems. Place those along with the radars. They're in here. I'll just take all of that. Now this is going to be basically one solid red belt of that stuff. Whereas this is way less than that. It's only... It's 5. It's going to be 6 times more Vulcanite coming out than the cryonite. Roughly, right? Yeah, but that's 5.2. 5.2 times 6 is 30. Okay. What does that do to the power draw? 5 megawatts. Really nothing. Okay. So that's now coming in. I think I want it like this. The heck was that? That was weird. I'll get over the production over here. Let's just start seeing what actually the production is going to be. I'm going to put those away. And by B, I mean what the production is going to be like. There we go. I want to bring power, I think, up here. Just so I won't look at all the flashing lights as I'm building. Okay. Takes the Vulcanite, crushes it into these 3 things. One of these... Wow! 12 per second. Hey guys, should I build something that's scalable so when I go to a Vulcanite planet I can copy paste it and then like make it work really well, or should I build something specific to this planet that I'm gonna have to like redo later, which is pretty much what I feel like I've done all along? Well, we're gonna do kind of what I feel like I've done all along, which is build something that I think is expandable, but then in actuality ends up needing to be rebuilt again in a better way. So 48. Try and make it so that it can do one blue belt, one full blue belt, and make it tileable, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. I really want to get the production. I want to start moving forward. I want the production science. Probably just be here. I'm going to go fix that now. And that should, this should now be covered. I've got 2 other outputs to worry about. And I just realized with the amount that's coming out of this guy, that's crazy. So this is changing. Oh shit. Actually, hold on. They're all... Because if I'm filtering these guys out and I just put regular stack inserters up here, the stack inserters is just going to grab everything. Oh no, wait, I can use filter stack inserters. Never mind, we're good, we're good. We're good. Yes, the high quality stuff or whatever. Okay. One of these working full will make... $12. Okay, so it's half of whatever that is. Okay. Actually, that is totally fine to do it like that. No stone was created. Oh, no, some stone was created. One. Interesting. Okay. Looking good so far. What's the next step in this? Have to open up Vulcanite. Vulcan? Are you a Vulcan or a Vulcant? Bad joke's bad. But crush the Vulcanite. And the pulverizer. My end goal is Vulcanite blocks. To make the blocks are made in an industrial furnace. Those are made in centrifuges. We'll take a look at that here in a second, and let me grab a centrifuge. The final thing is a 1-to-2 ratio. I need more enriched than crushed. I need to get sulfur up here. Alright, I'm back. So, I thought about this for a couple minutes, and I think the way to get some type of useful ratio is to look at what my output of the crushed vulcanite is. Which is going to be, I'd say, 15. And make it so that this... Figure out how many centrifuges it takes to be minus 15 here. And it might be half of that. So I might want to do 12. $12 might be the right ratio I want. Ratio is a strong word here. 12 might be the general ballpark that I want. Because at the end of the day, I want... enriched vulcanite and crushed vulcanite to be at a ratio of 1-to-2. No, I want... yeah, 1-to-2. I want 2 enriched vulcanite for every crushed vulcanite. So I want the majority of it to turn into enriched vulcanite. And in order to do that... I was thinking 12. So if I'm getting 3.6 per second, I'm using half of my crushed vulcanite, which I say my limit is 15 per second already. Using half of it for that. This is a 1-to-1 ratio. Because I'm getting 5 a second, I'm using 10. So I'm getting 5 enriched vulcanite to 1, 5 enriched vulcanite, and then I still have 5 crushed vulcanite left over. So this looks it. Alright, I'll try 20. 20 might be where I want to, or might where I want to go. Might be where I want to go with this. Do something like this. That would work. Now I'm done with research. Wow, I finished it. I'll start researching whatever this stuff is. Oh yeah, that is a thing, huh? Oh, there you go. I'm not even gonna check, but it's still going, so that's cool, I guess. Hey, you know what I forgot here is sulfur. You know how I'm gonna fix that? Like that. It's gonna be sulfur, guys. Alright, fixed. I think one of these would be fine, but I'm having two just because. This is producing like 3 and 6. And this is gonna outpost here. Output, excuse me. That's crazy. Oh, let's get some sulfur production up here. Okay, let's get petroleum over here. 47,000 fluid. Petroleum fluid in this pipe. That's a lot. Okay. This is the crowning moment. We're gonna see how this works and how badly I messed things up. I think I just saw or noticed a fatal mistake. And that's this stuff, enriched stuff, needs to be cycled back into the system. But we'll let this run for now, but I'm pretty sure that's what needs to happen. And I'll just box it, the finished product here in the meantime, just so I know it's running. This also needs water and petroleum. Another thing I missed. Good thing they're both nearby. Let's actually just straight up delete one of these. I don't need boilers. I literally just need the steam turbines. Perfect. Now literally just output it into a box, please. I don't know. I just lost that kind of train of thought. But let's say feed it back in. This is what I'm going to try and do. I sort it and feed it back in. I'm going to want to priority split it. Is there a way I can avoid using circuits? And at this point, my satellites are just discovering solar systems. I might be trying to do this a little bit too close together, which might be hindering me in my thinking. I don't like this. Not really working. Put that down there, get rid of all of this. It might not be working because I have too much enriched uranium or enriched vulcanite there, and as soon as I have once I have enough brushed vulcanite, it'll start to work and it won't overproduce and get stuck again. Why is that coming in there? That's terrible. What the I'm glad I was able to fix that. That's awful, though. I am mildly curious as to where I'm getting attacked, but I kind of don't want to know. I go here and look up here. Is this it? Oh boy. Hold on, we'll try and fix this. Okay, and I'm gonna want a bunch of laser turrets. Actually, first I'm gonna want these substations. That should help. Okay. All I can do is hope that that's enough. This is now... looks like it's working. Okay. Okay. You have a bunch that's not... Oh, you know what? Would a input priority on the left-hand side have solved my issue here? I'm gonna try adding these back. It can also be how I'm sorting it here. This one's a full belt on either side, and these two are half belts. The ends are half belts, but the middle's a full belt. And it ends up being two full belts of random quantities. 3 items on these 2 belts. Maybe these all need to be sorted out individually rather than once they're all together like this. This is all backed up again. Okay. Why? Because this is backed up. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to... I don't know, I think, well, I've been recording for almost 2 hours, so I'm gonna have to cut the episode, and edit it and upload it tonight. So I really wanted to get this working again, but I don't think I'm able to get it working in one episode, unfortunately. It means I'll have to wait till the weekend. Kind of bouncing around here. I'm really kind of sad. I really hope that this would have worked. I was really hoping that this would have worked, but I guess I might need to do something like a standard Covarex, where I have them all, where it all loops around itself, and then once it's like full, then it outputs to be changed into blocks. So like, I don't know, it'll come up, then down, then up, then down, or like around, like just create a big square. And then once the square gets full, output it to the furnace for it to be smelted into blocks. It might be the only way to do things here. I'm gonna connect this stuff back up, and we will see how it starts to look here. Something I can just put in here real quick are the sulfur, or is the sulfur? It doesn't really. Sulfur's not part of the problem here, because it's not outputted. And I might have been messing it up because it can't self-balance, so like all the enriched uranium, like all this stuff that I've made just might not be able to be used. Or I'll have to put it in these machines and it'll have to go in from the beginning. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this works. Because I do make a lot of it. Fortunately, I haven't heard any things breaking on Novice again. Looks like all this stuff got built. And that's going to be good. So 30 to 3. I can already see this is starting to back up. And I think the main, yeah, I mean, if this backs up again, it definitely needs to be redone. Filter outputs actually wouldn't be a bad idea either. But this whole design would need to change, and I kind of have a suspicion that that is what's going to need to happen regardless. I can already see it kind of backing up. All this is backing up here. This isn't even working for some reason. Because that's awful. Another reason is why this design sucks. I mean, so far it's still working. I think it's the double lanes here that have been causing me issues. Like if the split lanes stayed split lanes, I think it would work. See, now it's backing up here. It's like to the point where I could be making more. It's backing up all the way here, but this isn't working constantly. Probably because I'm missing 4 centrifuges that are making me enriched vulcanite. Well, all right. I'm gonna call it here, guys. When we come back, I'm gonna spend. Well, I'm probably gonna leave the planet, or I'm gonna start loading this up onto the rocket, and we will go from there. Try and get some production science working, and then maybe some utility science and production science combos. I think I'm gonna have to also. My research has stopped, so I'm gonna have to bring another rocket up, research the important production sciences, and then it's gonna start building the new base on Novice with all the new technology and stuff. So I am excited about that because that is stuff that I'm familiar with. That's going to be, these recipes are hard. These ones with these like percentage chances and the like the recycling and stuff. You know, 25% stone, 10% enriched vulcanite. Not quite sure what to do with the stone. Just turning it into landfill and trying to forget about it. So, let me know if there's some better way of utilizing it. I'm not quite sure, but hopefully you've learned from my mistake if you're doing your own playthrough, and that you really, I think, want to just treat this like the Kovarex uranium enrichment process. I don't think you can do assembly lines. I think you're going to want like a circular loop of some kind, that once that loop is full, the excess gets shot off into an industrial furnace and then turned into whatever you need. And as long as you can, industrial furnace, you can make more vulcanite blocks than what your centrifuges can produce, then it won't back up, and you'll be fully utilizing your entire process, or fully utilizing, you know, your bottleneck won't be the industrial furnace, your bottleneck will be something else, which is probably how you want it. Unless you only want to make a certain amount of vulcanite blocks per second. But I'd say usually you'd probably be limited to how much vulcanite you're pulling out of the ground itself. Like this would be the best bottleneck to have. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.